Okay, how are you folks? Happy Shadow Hour, or as you like to say, good evening. This is Artizfacts Studio Gallery, founder and artist Kevin McDowell, coming to you live from home. I am going to do another quick check-in, what I call my down-to-earth check-ins. I'm right now just taking the time to chillax and organizing my space with a lot of the practical models and stuff that I build, stuff I'm doing for my film project like this. I'll share a little bit about what that is. But just now at the present, I'm just organizing a lot of these model kits, pieces, taking the spruces, cutting off the pieces that I'm going to use for the models, and the spruces, organizing them separately because I need to make some more space. This winter, I'm going to work on what I call the big baby. The big baby. If you've been following me on my official Artizfacts Studio Gallery page on Facebook, the big baby is posted. Just browse through the photos or the behind the scenes BTS of Artizfacts Studio Gallery News, and you'll see some highlights of the big baby. The big baby is a 7-foot practical model I've been building for years. So it's coming to the wraps where I got to finish this thing. I think I started that thing like what? I actually started it pre-COVID. 2019 or 23. I haven't finished it yet. So it's one of those things that it's going to be my goal for this year to wrap it up. I think I can really get it done before the summer in full scale. At present, I have half of it, the aft, the rear of the ship. I have right alongside me on my right. The forward part of the ship is in storage. And most of that is complete, but the rear of it, I have to do a lot of heavy work on it. Pieces have fallen apart, the wiring had to be redone, all that kind of stuff. But that's just something. All right, so see all these spruces? I have boxes of model kits that I use to build these spaceships in these little miniature sets. So I need to clear out space so I can have space for that model. So at the present, I'm just tearing this away, making space. So let me show you real quick one of the latest models that I built, if not two, one of them. The one I kind of showed you earlier that gave you the sneak peek. I know it wouldn't be fair to just tease you like that, so let me just give some content bearing information on this. All right, so this is actually a model I built from and for my animated version of the film. The animated version of the film, I have 30 minutes. It's not cut. I'm still in the process of doing a final post-production on that. I decided to do a narrative storytelling as opposed to getting actors and do the voice because budget. It's a lot easier to get one person to do a narration for 10 minutes and edit in the sound. Anyway, that being said, this is one of the building structures in the city landscape, the futuristic landscape. So what I decided to do is from a lightweight file that I've created using the model for the program, I converted it to a printable, 3D printable STL file and was able to print out. And as a result of that, I came with this structure. And I've added other components to it, so this doesn't look exactly the way it did in 3D print. So I added some detail from the kits, little things, tidbits, just to give it a little bit of a little more originality from the actual animated model. And I've already wired it up, and it's ready for decaling and detail paint. So just to give you guys a little heads up, this is what it is going to look like when it's illuminated. Okay, and with all these little lights, these are going to be window decals, so they're going to appear to be windows. And this again is a 3D print, which I've converted into a practical model. I have dozens of these for one of my cityscapes in the zone such and such. I don't want to give too much of the plot, the story. Follow me on my official page to get some more behind the scenes and updates and lives. All right. That being said, that's out the way. I have another practical model. That one's about 2.5 feet, but I'm not going to show you. Nah, you got to go to my official page. I'm giving you too much as it is. Feel free to go to the page. All right, so the monotony of this task is just cutting out all these pieces, model kits, and then just storing these. And then the spruces that have a lot of pieces, I won't cut. So I have the box with the unused pieces, model pieces, and I'll have the surplus I'll put in storage, and then the plain spruces I'll put into storage and just get it out of the way. Because I have all these boxes and I need to make space. I keep things organized as possible, but after a while when I get into the zone, it gets like, ugh, and I like to have my living space a living space. You know, in case you want to have company. In case. Whenever that happens. Anyway, and then make the best of it. All right, so just that, check in, and that's it for the moment. And I will post this video unedited. I want to see how this video works against the actual lives on social media. I want to see if I get more traction in this video as opposed to the lives through the actual app. All this algorithm stuff and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that being said, I'm going to check with you guys a little later. You have a good one. Let me see. Is there any other information I want to share? No, I'm tired. All right, that being said, I'm not going to stay up too late. I was up, it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. And I woke up around 10-ish. So that's why I'm feeling like, drained. And now that the sun is down and we're in the shadow hour, I'm like, whew, I feel tired. Yeah. So maybe I'll make some tea. I love my teas. I'll make some tea. And then I'll call it evening, early evening. And I'll get to rest, to recoup. All right, people. That being said, peace, no chicken grease. Stay creative. Stay fun. That doesn't make no sense. Stay fun. Stay enjoyable. Be pleasant. Maintain your sense of humor. Oh gosh, I'm trying to maintain mine. All right. I think it's time for me to take a trip. It's time for me to get out in the old outback. I got in my wagon, went out west, then I saw the best of America. Right, sure. Anyway. All right, people. Peace. No chicken grease. Later.